Hello? Oh, I'm dying. Help. Help. Oh no. 52! Uh-oh, we're glitching. It's getting the music too. It's got the music. We're dying. We're getting there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, I'm lagging. We'll kill. Wait. Stuttering. Wait, give it a second. It's coming back. Oh, there we go. Wow, we're back. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, everybody. Just ignore the past, what, 5 minutes? We're good. Yeah. Can I change the view of these? No. Okay. Hello, everybody. You guys missed the entirety of the thing I just said beforehand. I said my frames were buffering, and I was like, can you imagine saying that, like, you know, in person to like a person and being like, oh, sorry, my bad, my frames are buffering. Yeah. And then my stream died. I literally died. I looked over and it said I had stream offline and I don't know what happened. So, uh-oh. Anyways, hello. Hello, hi everybody. How are you? Wow, it's me. I'm live. Welcome everybody. Hello. A merry belated Christmas, if I didn't say it before. I think I did. But today we will be playing Gorogoa. I actually don't know how to pronounce that word, but this is me trying to get my stream to work. How have you been? I've been good. I'm trying to figure... Okay, so before I had Firefox open, right? I used to have Firefox open, and it was using a more GPU than... Well, I need to conserve all the GPU I possibly can, so I closed it. It's using up all the CPU, so I closed Firefox, and then I transported the browser that I use Firefox for to be looking at my Twitch dashboard so I can see requests coming in. And I can see those, so what I do is that I kind of like, I have it open on OBS, so I can see that on OBS. Meanwhile, on, like, here. Hello, hi Belsankyo. Welcome. Hello. How have you been? I've been good. Hi Anos. Basically, the PC comes down to just trust me, bro. Like, trust me, bro. I know a lot of people have been sending me like, oh, here's some tips on how to do this and whatever. Trust me, bro. If I order parts that's not gonna work and I get a case that doesn't fit, it's just gonna make for a very entertaining video later. It's gonna make for a fun story. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, one day I should make a video and be like, haha, look at my PC part building video. Cause I see all that. You see, that's a thing that people make YouTube videos of. They're like, oh, look at me, I make a video about my PC building for the first time. And I was like, you know what? It'd be interesting to see a video. It'd be an interesting like see video as like, oh, I made a small form factor PC as a VTuber for streaming. And it'd be nice to show. But yes, a lot of it will come down to just trust me, bro. Show the PC after you're done setting it up? Yeah. I'll film it. I'll record little videos. I'll show you guys all the parts and why I picked them. And you guys can see what it looks like in the end. I'm gonna have to build it off stream because I'm realizing that it's probably gonna take me like 2 days. Also, hello Gorogoa. Welcome. A hand cam PC building stream would be fun. It would, but the thing is I don't know how to build PC, so I'd have to get my brother to come. And I'd have to like, hey, do you want to help? And I don't know how he feels about being on stream, so yeah. 48-hour endurance stream. It'll be like I want to say like 6 hours building over 2 days, maybe. Like I'll do 4 hours one day and then the next day I'll work on it for like a little bit more. It'll take like a little bit. And also, I'm not really like, how do I say? I'm not in a rush to build my PC, especially since my PC isn't that bad, you know? My PC's not that bad. Like, yes, it's kind of laggy at times, and yes, sometimes stream crashes once in a while when the GPU gets too overloaded, but other than that, it's fine. Wear gloves, he doesn't need to show himself. He'll stand in the corner and backseat. That's what he'll do. He'll stand in the corner, you won't see him at all. He'll just stand there and he'll give instructions, just voice only. He'll be like, put that there and do that there, and I'll be like, where? That'll be his job. But no, we'll probably do it off stream and then I'll record it. Just for fun. I'll make a video. I'm becoming a vlogger, I realize. I'm becoming a vlogger. To be fair, I'll do that too since it's hella expensive stuff. Yeah. Ask him, maybe he'll join. I don't know. Debbie. Does he get angry when you don't know where he's pointing to? Nah. He's chill. He's very chill. He's not a rager. He's like the most chill guy you've ever seen. I'm imagining that picture of like the dude with his hands in his pockets and he's doing like the stupid smirk. But no, he's not. He's just chill. Like he gets frustrated, but he's not mad. I realized that all this red makes my eyes look really nice. I have so like a lot of like winter outfits / Christmas outfits, and they're very cute, but I never get the opportunity to actually use them because they're so specific to this holiday, you know? It's like, oh man, Christmas is over. No one am I ever gonna be able to wear this again until next year. I spent a little bit beforehand too looking up BGM for Christmas. I found a couple of interesting ones. Honestly, finding BGM for stream is like, oh my god, it's like a hassle. Not really much of a hassle, but like, how do you say? Like a pain. It's a pain finding BGM because you go on the website, like the website that I use Dover Syndrome, and then I'm staring at it. And everything is in another language, and the tagging function just doesn't work because everything's just based off of vibes. it'll be like, oh, what kind of music are you looking for? And the only categories they have for tags is like emotions. So it's like calm, cute, happy, fun, energetic, lovely, lively, cool, nice. Like everything is just descriptors of one thing, and I'm like, what is the difference between fun, energetic, and lively? They're just so very specific, and I'm like, I don't know what this is referring to. Like, let's say I'm trying to find something that's like Christmas music, right? There is no tag for Christmas music. There's no tag for winter. You just have to go off of instrumentals. Like, oh, I want a piano and a music box and a guitar. Or like a synth. And then you gotta like just listen to a bunch of things and you go off the pictures of the songs. Hello, hi Israel. Rose cute in every outfit, to be honest. Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna do earlier. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god. I started stream and then I like forgot what I was doing. I was gonna So I was wearing boots, right? I was wearing boots and it like gave me like these like burn scars on the inside of my foot. So now I have to put cream on them. And then I forgot to do that. So I should probably do that. Play game. 1 second. I'm gonna BRB. Let me... 1 second. I'm gonna go put cream on my legs. 1 second. Were they new shoes? No, they're old. I've had them for like over 10 years now. I just don't wear them that often because it doesn't really snow now. 1 second. I'm BRB. I'm gonna go put on cream. And then we'll get into the game. I haven't opened it yet, so that might lag. So it'll be good for me to be on BRB because it's less strain. 1 second. BRB! Okay, I'm back. For some reason, it gets right into the game right away. When I open up the thing, I'm like, holy moly. It just opens. I'm like, wow. It happens to me usually when I get new shoes. They take time to adjust. That happens to me too with new shoes. Like, it's either I don't like them right away, but I think the backs are starting to wear out and the cushioning is like gone. So it's starting to like cut into my heels, and it's also rubbing against like the side of my legs. 1 second. You guys not like... You guys, do you like me yapping before I start? Like, when I start stream? I think it's normal, like a lot of people do that when they yap at the beginning. I wrote down things I wanted to talk about. I wrote down things I want to talk about before, like, when I stream. The yap is nice. See, I had things I wanted to talk about, and you're like, play the game. I wrote down things. I do this every stream. I write down things between I'm not streaming that I write down, and I'm like, these are things that I want to talk about. The yap is really refreshing. Yeah. Anyways, the game is on in the background, and I'm running fine. Yay! So I don't know. I think my lag issue is I have this one tool. For some reason I have to keep remembering to turn off when I start stream. Otherwise it starts like disconnecting myself. Yep to yap is a great slogan. Ooh, that does sound fun. I was thinking, like, have you ever noticed how the cool, like, there's like, what? There's like a couple of common archetypes for main characters, where you have like either a main character who is like super goofy, super like clumsy, or you have a protagonist who's like very cool, very serious. Like nothing phases them, they're just very cool. And you don't really see much in between. And I was thinking about that, especially in video games for like females in video games. Or like, I guess female protagonists in general. When you see a girl who is a female main character, she either has like, she's either super like cute and she's like that, or she's like very serious and very like I do my job, no nonsense type business. And you don't really see like many other types of personalities, right? Like, for example, Frisk from Undertale, very serious, very cool. Little Witch in the Woods, very cute, very like this is my first day playing this, like, not playing, this is my first like day being by myself on the job, and I need to like do things right and blah blah. Or what is that other game I was playing? The Toho Metroidvania. She's like coolish, right? I don't know if I've ever played a game where like the female main character has been like different, or like had like a personality that was not either of those two things. Even in gacha games too, like in gacha games, a lot of the characters tend to be like very cool and serious. I guess nowadays, like recently, it's a little bit different now. Like I think I've seen, what's it called? Honkai, no, not Honkai Star Rail. Wuthering Waves is MC. Or Wuwa? No, it's ZZZ. I think it's ZZZ's MC. She's like, I actually think she falls on more the cute side. I don't know. Where does Gyo fall in this category? I have no idea. I don't know. See, the thing that's different is that I I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I cannot be confined to just 2 categories. I am built different. A girl failure? No. I'm better than that. I'm a... What? True. What's like slightly better than a girl failure? I'm not quite like a girl success. I'm like in the middle. Like, when I think about girl failure, I think about like characters like Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock. I don't think I'm like that bad. I'm like, but I'm not on the same level as like, let's see, who is like a girl boss? Like, Adorkable? I don't know. Adorkable is what you would call like, maybe like the recent Disney princesses, like Anna, or like who is that other Disney princess that came out recently? I forgot. Like, that's like the thing. I was reading an article the other day about like girl failures in media especially, and it was interesting. It was like, why is this new trend of female characters coming out now, and why are they all like that? And it was like talking about how they use like the adorkable trope in media nowadays, especially in Disney movies, to be all like, oh, look at this character, she's so like cool and down to earth, but she's also cute and funny, as a way of like, I don't know why they do it. It was just talking about like the recent trend of like characters being like that, and it was interesting. Because there's like a distinct trademark in between when characters started acting like that, and it started from Tangled in I think 2010. Because before that, we used to have, what was the previous movie before Tangled? What's the other Disney princess movie that came up before Tangled? I can't think of anything. Like, you had Belle, who is very like calm and like very kind and serious, and then you had I forgot her name. Anastasia, I think. Anastasia from Sleeping Beauty. Is that? No, that's not the right movie. Who is the main? Aurora, my god. Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, also like the same type of archetype. They all used to be very like cool and calm and serious. Like Cinderella or Snow White, they were just all had the same type of like like a very calm and cool and collected type of like serious character, where they're all very like wise and like. Anastasia was a whole different kind of princess? I have no idea. Yeah. Anastasia's from the live action, right? They had like a live action movie? I have no idea. From Anastasia's from the movie Anastasia. I don't know. There was like a different type of genre of character back then for female main characters, especially in princess movies, with like the female character as the main lead. I'm not talking about like characters with like the guy as the main lead and then like they had a main female character on this side. I'm talking about like when we start off the movie and like the female is the first character you see. Like, obviously you could argue that there are female main characters in things like, for example, Treasure Planet or Fantasia or like other things. You're a lot like Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's true, I guess she does kind of count as a Disney princess, doesn't she? I guess the one character that kind of broke that stereotype of being like super cool and calm was like maybe the Little Mermaid. Ariel. She was very like, I'm gonna be out on my own and I'm gonna like go explore and do things. That was actually my favorite Disney princess as a kid. I really liked Ariel. I don't know if it was because I had a fascination with like mermaids or it's because I had just like I just liked, honestly I think it was just the aesthetic. I just like the color. I just like the color. I was like, ooh, I like blue. Also, I thought mermaids were cool. I thought that ability of like, I never understood her like thing of like, I want to be a human. I want to like be on land. I'd be like, why would you want to do that? I think it'd be so cool to travel along the bottom of the ocean. She's a princess. She's just more focused on racing than running her kingdom. Honestly, real. I love the second movie of The Little Mermaid where it focuses on her daughter. That was cute. With Melody. Christmas! Hey Frost! Welcome! How are you? Oh my god, it's been a while. Merry Christmas! I'm looking very warm today. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, like there was like a distinct trend and like difference at some point where like female main characters kind of started looking different. Or like acting different in general. I don't know what it is. Then we did like a whole like backtrack for some reason with Moana. And like for in Encanto, I forgot her name. Esmeralda, I think. And like you get the point I'm saying, right? Like you had characters who were either two sides of the coin where they're either super serious and calm or they're like very like clumsy and cute. Right? I'm doing fine, just been busy. How have you been? I've been good. Relaxed. Got a lot of rest. Kind of. I've been staying up until 4 AM, which is not good. Fun Christmas? Yeah, I did nothing. I'm thinking of getting a new office chair. I'm getting a new chair. Yippee! Both? Both are good. Yeah, both are good. It's just like, I want to see different types of personalities in media. Like, as varied as we get male characters. Like, I want to see characters who are flawed, and I want to see characters who are like a mess without being villainized. Like, you know, characters can be like different. I see it in cartoons more often than I do in like movies for some reason. Because like you'll see in media, especially like old types of movies, like especially TV shows, like you have female characters who can be different. Like for example, like you see the Winx Club. All the characters are very different and have their own personality. You have like, I don't want to say it, but like Monster High, I guess. They have different personalities and stuff. In movies, they tend to just be very, like, you can summarize their personality in probably one word. And meanwhile, like, you look at guy characters and then the guys in movies are all like very different. They're all very like unique. They can be flawed. Like you have characters like Megamind. You have characters like Shrek. And like they're not just like, oh, one is super serious and one is super like crazy, or like one is super like clumsy. If you had a guy character who was clumsy in a movie, I don't think he would be liked very much than if you did it with a female character. Merida from Brave is a good example. Yeah, I like Brave. But I'm talking about like, I want to see characters who have like a different kind of, like, different types of personalities. Shrek just wanted to live peacefully in a swamp. Yeah. But like, it's kind of like the tester. It's like, if you took a character and you swapped their gender, would it be the same movie? Right? Like, would they act the same? Would they be the same? And it's like, probably not. I don't know, it's like interesting to think about. And so I was talking about this with somebody who's creating their own game, and then I was like, so why is the main character like this goofy guy? Why is he like this? And like they were saying, they were like, well, it wouldn't be interesting if the main character was like a girl and she acted clumsy, right? Like if the main character was a guy and he acts clumsy, that's normal. That's like, oh, you always see it in like anime and stuff, right? You have like the guy character who's always like goofy and clumsy, and then you look over and like the female's always like cool and serious, right? Like, for example, I don't know, Resident Evil 4, right? Resident Evil, you have Leon, who's always cracking jokes. Leon always has like a one-liner for every single situation, and then you have his counterpart, like Jill or Ada. They're very cool, they're very serious, no nonsense. They literally do not make a single joke in the series. There is like no comic relief. The comic relief is solely just Leon. I wouldn't say that Leon is a goofy guy in general. It's just he takes on more of the comic relief role compared to female characters. And it's just really weird. Like, have you ever seen, like, for example, it's like, I see it in horror too. When you look at a horror game, every single time you see a guy in a horror game, it's always like, I'm depressed and I'm sad and my wife died and I have alcohol problems and my wife took the kids. They're very sad and they're going through things. And then you look at female characters and it's always like, oh, they're the helpless, like, female protagonist who's like, you know, like, she's weak, she needs protecting, and she's just going through the horrors. But she has no defenses, she has no weapon, she has, like, very helpless, kind of like the, like, cute girl with, like, super scary monster trope that I see in every single horror media. I want to say something different. Like, why is it always like helpful little, like, helpless little girl, weak, like, teenager trapped in a horror game that she, like, accidentally entered and now she's stuck there? Where is my, like, where is the opposite? Ashley from Resident Evil, yeah. Or even the new game that they're releasing too, Resident Evil 9, they were like, oh yeah, the female main character is gonna be more horror and she's gonna be all like helpless and weak. And then Leon's gonna be the badass character because he's been through so much and he's trained and he's like, you know, kick-ass, take names, not answers, whatever kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, the girl wasn't really experienced. I know, but that's my thing. Why do we have, in horror especially, why are the female characters always like that? Why aren't there more female characters who are cool in horror settings? Take ass and kick names, yeah. Long time no see, it has been. How have you been? Merry Christmas. Like, I want to see that. I want to see that the other way around. I want to see, like, I want to see cool female characters and I want to see clumsy guys. But also at the same time, I want to see, like, I want to see goofy female characters too in, like, fighting games. In, like, for example, Super Mario Bros., right? Super Mario, the series. Princess Peach is always very cool and collected and she's all like very cute and princessy and she's all like, haha, look at me, I know how to fight monsters with my dainty little umbrella, and then she's just very cool and chill. And then you see Mario, right? And Mario's always like, haha, yippee, right? He's having fun, he's like having a good time. Why don't we have female characters do that? People would flame guys that act helpless in horror settings? Listen, I want something different. To be honest, the aspect of horror is to see someone scared, gal or gal. brother would get flamed? Why can't he do this? Ah. We need to expand our tropes and do something different. I've been good. Merry Christmas. To fix my sleep schedule so I wasn't awake for your streams anymore. Listen, honestly, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. You're...
Hello there.
Hello there. Hi. Hi, Carbear. Listen. You have a life, and if you can't be around all the time for a stream, honestly, that's not a big deal. The VOD's always there. Don't worry about not being there on stream. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Video games, listen to the streamer. We need varieties. Varieties. That meme of the guy sitting there with like his hands open and he's like, varieties. Mario's kind of sociopath to his brother though. Maybe. But like, listen, we have Luigi, right? Luigi in his haunted mansion, he's like scared. He's like a coward. We have that character. We've seen that it works. We can see it that it works in horror. Why don't we have more of that? I think guys can just be as scared as girls. Luigi is scared and clumsy, but bro would have built to those ghosts. No, I think it's an interesting trope. Because like they took the whole, oh, female character who ends up helpless in like horror settings and they replaced it with a guy. Indeed, yeah. Like there's so many, oh my god, every single horror game out there is with the female protagonist is always just some little girl going through the horrors. I don't know why. It just, ooh, the horrors. Oh no. Like, I want something different. Don't you play a guy in some of the Silent Hill games? Yeah. Like I said, there's only two genres of main characters in horror games. You either a divorced man going through, like you're going through a divorce and your wife is dead, or she's like left with your kids and you're just sad and depressed and alcoholic, or you're a little helpless girl. There is no in between. Like, yes, there are some exceptions to horror. Like I think I've seen like a recent protagonist who is like a very cool like girl. I don't remember the name, but there are characters who are a little bit different.